Is DeoxIT, WD-40, are they the same thing? Let's see where we go. Because DeoxIT is excellent stuff. It's for switches and volume controls and motors and any electrical thing that may be having problems with age. It is safe on plastic and it's made for the job. There are other brands available, but you know, it's basically the same stuff. Now, WD-40 is an interesting thing. It's excellent stuff. It does what it says on the tin. What it says is WD-40, so it's the 40th formulation of a water dispersant generated by a company back in the early 50s. And they used it on a rocket. And they were called Rocket Industries or something like that anyway. But you can go look it up on Wikipedia. They've got the full story on it. And also you can look it up on the WD-40 site. The thing is, it does what it says on the tin, it's water dispersant and it has insulation properties. That's why it's so good at solving problems like water on ignitions of cars and things. I had a Mini back in the mid-70s, and if you had a Mini in the 70s or 80s, you needed to have a tin of WD-40 in your car because in England it's wet and the ignition system was located just behind an open grille. That's the entire ignition system. Distributor, ignition coil, spark plugs, all behind a grille that was open. And it used to get wet, and of course you needed help in terms of several times in the winter because it used to just get wet. WD-40 is what you used to use, and it disperses the water, cleans off the dirt and allows the insulation to work. So you spray it on the cap, give it a rub, and hey presto, you're working again. If you've ever put petroleum-based fluid on expanded polystyrene, you know the stuff, styrofoam, well it's styrofoam, but the white stuff that you find in boxes, it dissolves, it turns into a goo and dissolves. That is what petroleum does to some plastics. Plastic is not happy with petroleum-based stuff of any kind, especially if it is sticky, because it stays on it and then it just eats its way through. There is no way to ensure the spray does not come into contact with plastic. If you're going to use WD-40, you get a cloud. So in the 80s, contact cleaner was not as safe as it is now. Plastics have changed, but if you use WD-40, there is no reason to think it will be safe. Old plastic is going to be brittle, and people are talking about this all the time on the forums, how bits of plastic lugs and gears and things are breaking. Add a plastic unfriendly substance like WD-40, and you're asking for trouble. The whole thing is just waiting to happen. When I was a Panasonic service agent, there were different greases and they had to be called for different uses. So cogs had one grease, dampers had a different grease. There was about 6 in the kit, and the kit wasn't cheap, but you had to buy it. 3-in-1 oil and that sort of thing was not allowed to be used because you couldn't guarantee that it wouldn't get onto something and contaminate it. So the belts could get contaminated and the pulleys and things, so the rubber idlers would go all funny. You weren't allowed to use that. The grease and the lubes you had to use were the ones that were called up by the manufacturers. So that brings us on to what WD-40 have to say about it, and this is for the standard original product. And if we look at it here, you can see that they've got a couple of warnings on there. Specifically, it warns about things that you can actually use it on nearly all surfaces, and it says that some plastics, polycarbonate and polystyrene, may craze or crack. Always test the surface first. Have you ever done anything with a lead acid battery, like clean the terminal? If you have, you'll recognise this sort of damage. This is caused by acid. What happens is you get a little bit of a splash, and then several days later it then starts showing as holes. When we're coming down to contact cleaner or WD-40, we don't know what it's going to be used on. We don't know what the components are actually made of. But what we can say is that this and this is not the same as a set of rusty bolts. And whilst this is electrical, you can't really compare it to a volume control. Everything we use is going to be made of plastic, and we need to look after it. Well, there you have it. I hope you got something out of that video. It's all down to time, and once it's broke, so let's not get into the problems. Use the right stuff for the right job. Hope you got something out of that. If you'd like to subscribe, it'd be good. If you'd like to give some likes or share the video, that would be even better, and I'll see you next time. There should be a useful video coming up there. There. Yeah, see you another time. Bye bye.